Hello, Landra here. Welcome back to my channel where I share my life as a 50-year-old currently living in London, and I discuss topics, complexities, and ideas of what it is that makes us human. Today, I'd like to talk about work ethics. I had one of those 6 months assessment at my workplace a few weeks ago and got me thinking about, because we were talking about teamwork and work ethics, and just got me thinking about how people see work ethics now compared to maybe 10, 20 years ago. What do you think about work ethics? Are you the type of person that has a job, that needs a job that fulfills you, that needs a job that gives you purpose? Or are you the type of person that sees a job as a means to an end, as a source of income only, and you find your joy and purpose elsewhere? Are you the type of person that needs to find the job that you love, dedicate your life to it, and commit your life to it for as long as you possibly can? You know that saying where people say, um, do what you love and you never have to work a day in your life. Is that what applies to you? Now, I'm not asking all these questions to um, to say this is the right or wrong answer. I'm just asking these questions to think about the type of person you are, why you do the things that you do, which is what interests me. That's what I like to share on this channel. Like, what makes us human? What are the things that make us tick as human beings? Why do we do the things that we do? As a creative, I've always seen my job as a means of financial reward, and I don't tend to look for work that brings me joy or fulfillment or this euphoric feeling. For me, it's all about, okay, how much is this job paying? Does it give me flexibility to be able to do other things? I think the type of personality I have, I'm able to compartmentalize. And once my work is done, I shut my laptop and that's it. I don't bring work home. I don't bring the heaviness of work home. I am able to separate and say, this is work. And then I find my creative expression and fulfillment elsewhere with my music, with my writing, which earns me some money, but it's not enough to pay my bills. So when I get a job, I'm always looking for, okay, how much is this paying? Is it able to sustain me? I live in the city of London. Is the rate enough and good enough? Am I happy with the rate that is being negotiated? That's what comes first. What motivates you to find the work that you do? Yeah, I'm interested in hearing from you. While I was thinking about this topic and sharing it with you today, I remembered years ago the first time I was made redundant. I've been made redundant twice, but my very first experience, you know how it is, they pull you into the room with HR, you have the conversation, this is your redundancy package, this is the reason why this role or this department is being either absorbed into a different department or it's being taken to a different country, whatever the case might be. So my colleague came back to his desk and he was so distraught. He was so sad. He's been working for this company for 30 years. So I work in finance, and in this particular job, it was we were the fixed assets department. So we were in charge of like depreciation of properties, of assets, accounting as far as fixed assets is concerned. And he was so distraught. He was so he was so disappointed. I, on the other hand, I was like, okay, how much is the package? I was like, ooh, calculating what can I do with this money. He he's been working in this company for 30 years, as I said. His package was a six-figure number. And I'm just like, if that was me and somebody is offering me six figures, I will be so excited. I'll be like, when can I leave? When can I leave? I will be negotiating. I'm like, if I work extra, if I work during the months of the handover period, can I get so and so more? I'll be planning my holiday. I'll be planning, okay, what time am I getting off? What can I do with this money? No. My colleague was so sad. For weeks, he was going on and on about how he's giving to this job, how he's giving his life to this job, and they've just discarded him and gotten rid of him in one meeting. He wanted to speak to the CEO, who's been made redundant, and he's off somewhere. So we weren't even allowed to speak to like our bosses. We were just taken into HR and we were given these conversations, and it's like, okay, you've got 4 more weeks, and you'll be given this package, and it's a huge company, so the package was really good. But my colleague just couldn't handle it. And that got me thinking about, oh, I don't want to be that. He's a much older person than I was then, but I'm like, no, this is not going to be the story of my life. I made a mental note of that. Like, no. So every time I've been into a job, I'm always like, this isn't my life. It's a job that pays my bills, but I get my fulfillment elsewhere. That was a real lesson. And I said that was the first time. And then I went on to get a new contract. And I think two contracts down the line, I was made redundant again. And I had the same feeling. I was like, oh, what am I going to do with this money? Maybe put a deposit on a house, do something with this money. I'm not going to be sad because somebody's laying me off work. But I do understand that everybody handles work differently. Some people see work as a means to an end, and some people see work as a source of fulfillment, a source of joy. Um, they see work as what defines them as a human being. I don't see work like that. I have found that the idea of a dream job is slowly dying with the younger generation. I was having a conversation with my friend the other day, and we were talking about a lady who came into a job and it wasn't what she expected it to be. It was like affecting her mental health. She just didn't show up the next day. I've seen it time and time again with the young generation that if they felt that this job was affecting their mental wellness, they would just not show up. They will hand in their notice in a heartbeat. They're not thinking about, oh, this is my life and I have to be here. If it's affecting them, if it's not what they bargained for, they're leaving. There's something to be said about being able to withstand challenges. Um, but I found with younger people that they don't hold on to a job at the expense of their well-being, and I think it's because they've seen their parents, they've seen the older generation, how especially people who work in the service industry, how they've not been rewarded for the work that they put in. They've worked themselves to the bone. Like, people drop dead at work and within a few hours their job is already on the notice board for a replacement. They've seen that and they've decided to opt out of this system, and they've decided to choose different for themselves, and I can't blame them. What do you think about this? I know that employers expect commitment from their employees for them to sustain the workforce. They need an employee that is committed, that loves the job that they do. They need an employee that is able to give them their best and give them their life and be able to work hard and, all of that. And seeing that mindset shift in the younger generation, I know it's affecting the workforce at the moment. It's interesting to see how mindset and ideas are changing around work. People are wanting more for themselves. They're opting out of serving this capitalist system. What do you think? What are your thoughts? What do you think? What type of worker are you? If at all you are in a job, is it about a means to an end? Are you building a career for yourself? Do you work in a service industry? Because I think that people who work in the service industry tend to see it more as a calling. um, is that you? Share your thoughts in the comments. Let me know. I'd like to hear from you. And thank you so much for watching my channel. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.